Hey
guys,
guys,
welcome
welcome
back.
back for another
We took
episode.
we took a week off, but now
Yes,
we're back, better than ever. So
you
we're good.
always need some time for yourself to regroup, especially like
hmm
when a lot of things happen or things are going on. And
hmm
sometimes things could just be mentally draining like
Yeah,
and
yeah. Life still happens, so
yeah, so we took a week off. It was well deserved because we've been hustling and bustling between work,
yeah.
uh, talking to you
You're
guys,
doing
and
school, and
I'm doing school, and
yeah,
you traveling the world, and
girl. I only went somewhere once.
and
Whatever.
so um yeah, so we just took a week, but we're back for another episode. And this episode we're gonna keep it chill. We're recording on a Sunday, so we said why
Yeah,
not have a chill Sunday and just talk about our favorite shows. So
yeah.
just have
Just
like
what
a
we're
girl
into.
talk and yeah, what shows we're
Yeah,
into and just chat up about the shows and what we like
yeah.
and the reboots that is it reboots? Yeah, the reboots
Oh yeah, reboots. Yeah.
that they look. I don't know
I
why I'm some words like when you say it, it sounds differently than what it said because I'm thinking rebots,
Mhm.
but instead of reboots, but it's reboots.
Yeah, no.
So
Yeah, no. But I'm glad that we're doing this because, like, I think you brought it up to me. Like, our last few episodes have been really serious.
really deep.
So, yeah, why not just kind of shoot the shit,
Just to calm down a little bit. We've got
hmm
personal, we've talked about toxic parents, we talked about friendships, we talked about relationships, we talked about sex. So why not just
Yeah.
take a chill and just talk about like shows, our interest in shows and what kind of shows we
Yeah.
like, what are we
Yeah.
watching these days? So and then
Exactly.
as you know, after that, we're gonna be watching our doing our shady talks, not watching our shady talks.
Yeah.
We're doing our shady talks. And yeah, we're
Yeah.
just gonna start off with our week like we usually do. How our week's been
Mhm.
going, what we've been doing. So we've been gone for like 2 weeks now. So I guess we can update both weeks and kind of combine it together or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Dominique, after
All
you.
right. Well, I'll go first. I mean, I don't really have much to update y'all with. I haven't done anything. It's just been work. I've been studying for my LSAT, and so I got a little spontaneous too. So yesterday, I spent the day in Miami. I went to Miami for
How
like
was
literally one
that?
day. It was nice.
It was nice.
I needed it so bad. Like the flight was like $50. I was like, oh my god, $50. So I did it, and the rental was like $80, but
That's
like
not
it's
bad
okay.
still.
It's not that bad, but like it was 80 before they charged me for gas because I forgot to get gas. And whenever they do gas, they charge you $5.20 a gallon. And like it was at a
Oh,
quarter, it was at 3/4 of a tank, so they ended up charging me $27 for a quarter tank of gas. So I really paid like a little over 100
oh, that's
ghetto,
a
but it's okay.
bummer.
Yeah, but it's all right. It could be worse. But yeah, but anyway, I went to Miami for literally one day. Flight landed at like 8 o'clock. I left at like 10 p.m. It was nice. I met a new friend that I met through another friend. She was really sweet, and I love being on the beach. I think
How was
I'm
the
turning into
beach?
those people. I think I'm turning into one of those people that like the beach is one of my happy places. Like the water really wasn't that bad. The water was nice. It was like 83 degrees outside. It was amazing. Just sitting on the sand was great. I was obsessed. I was so happy I did it. So yeah. But the only thing that I hated was the traffic. I wasn't happy
Yeah, that
about that. Like
Miami
it was kind of
traffic.
bittersweet. It was kind of bittersweet because I was really happy that I just went ahead and paid for the flight and went. But like I was kind of bummed because like obviously I went to it with no plans, but the traffic and the parking situation just really like bummed me out. So I kind of regret going to South Beach. I should have went to like a Fort Lauderdale beach or something. But
Yeah.
either way, it was really pretty. The water was great. So
Was it like packed or no?
um kind of. I think only on the part of the beach that I was at because there were hotels, right? And sometimes when you have like a beach hotel, they have like little chairs and stuff everywhere and umbrellas everywhere. So there was like a lot of that. So and those are like halfway full, like those areas, because not every single bench was full, but there were people. There were people at the beach. Try to keep somewhat of a distance. So I mean, did what I could, but it was really nice. Yeah. So I don't know. It was nice.
Um,
I'm probably gonna do it again. But how
yeah.
were your last 2 weeks?
Um, I'm trying to remember like what I did for like I don't be remembering what I be doing. I mean, like I do the regular like I try new restaurants. I like to try new restaurants. So I did try a new
Yeah.
restaurant. Um, what was it? Week before this week that just passed. I
Are you
tried a
talking
new
about
restaurant.
that restaurant by those people, the same people who own the
Yeah,
other
for my
one?
birthday.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Um, I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't good. I mean, they just
Yeah.
opened, so I guess we can kind of be lenient on them, but mm,
Yeah, but I feel like they should at least live up to the restaurant they already have that's open,
yeah,
you know? But
but
it's okay. Can't win everything. So
yeah, that wasn't. I probably shop. I know I probably shop during sometime this time.
I'm sure you did.
I'm probably went to
Yeah.
the mall or something. But yeah,
You
no,
get for
I've been off of work for some time, and um, I mean, I just really been chilling. Like I've been just doing my adulting things, like
yeah,
working out, doing my errands, trying
getting
food,
right
getting
with your
right.
lady, the therapist lady.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
In
should give us an
therapy.
update on how that's going. Like not detailed, obviously, but like is lady nice and stuff?
I mean, okay, therapy is cool. The lady is very like she gives me great advice. She gives me great things
Hmm.
to work on and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah,
but I feel like I have to give therapy time to
of course.
work on like time to like
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like work
Yeah, you
on
gotta like
me.
soak it up and like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, like I like therapy. I like having somebody to talk to and that isn't gonna like judge me. And not to say my friends judge
Yeah.
me, but friends do slick judge you for what you do.
I mean, we're guilty, yeah. Sometimes we try not to. At least I try not to. I know
Mm.
sometimes like things will
Y'all
come
just
out wrong.
be on my necks where my therapist is like, well, I mean, you're gonna do what you want to do at regardless. And I can't tell you
Yeah.
not to do something, but and so I just like that. I just like having like somebody just to like listen without having the the I don't
The
know,
backlash.
it's the backlash. So I
That's
mean,
fair. Yeah.
I like therapy. I am gonna keep going. I mean, I don't know when I'll stop going. Um,
Hmm.
but I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. The lady's cool. She like I can talk to her about literally anything, like anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, so therapy is going good. I really would advise people to go to therapy, because it's just like a lot of things like where when you talk to somebody who specialized in like all that stuff, and they make you look at things differently. So I mean, I would have to say, okay, me now and me maybe like a month ago, I feel like I'm different in a way. I don't know
Yeah.
if you can notice that or sense that.
Yeah. I think so.
I feel like
I
I
think you're more
handle
like probably more
things.
mindful about things.
Yeah, I feel like I handle things more differently. I mean, it's only been like a month or two since I've been in therapy, but I feel like
Yeah.
I handle situations differently, and I'm not so easy to like let myself like just start doing crazy shit like how I used to.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so I just advise people to like go to therapy because there's a lot of like childhood traumas we are aware of, but we don't like handle it greatly because we're just like,
Yeah, I mean,
oh well,
nobody
I
tells us
mean,
how to.
right. We're just like, oh well, I went through it and I'm older now, so I'm over it. But you're not over it. Like you're not over it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, I can shout out the therapy app that I use. Um,
Oh yeah,
yeah, betterhelp.com. I got that from
yeah,
Dominique. So
yeah. Not sponsored, but I wish that would be so cool. But
right.
yeah.
So if y'all need therapy, betterhelp.com does help. And I mean, it's affordable, I feel like,
It's
because
relatively affordable, yeah.
yeah, I mean it's like it's regular. Like it's something that you would pay for a regular therapist.
It's
Like
it's a little bit cheaper because like people will
mhm,
pay what you pay like per week technically
per
for per
session.
session.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll show up like, multiple things. But like with BetterHelp, it's like 65 a week and you pay like,
Yeah.
but
Or I pay like
you'll pay like
260 a
65 per
month.
session and go like twice a week.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. But other than that, that just wraps up my week. And does that wrap up your
Yeah,
week?
and my week, yeah, girl, I ain't got nothing going on. The only thing I had going on was Miami. That was the only exciting thing, which is
Honestly,
good.
honestly, when the summer comes, I feel like we'll have like more like
Oh, girl, I'm gonna
things.
have more. I'm gonna have more. I
You're
got
gonna
a
have
couple
more.
trips up my sleeve.
Yeah, I have like things planned for the summer myself. So I'll probably have a
Yeah.
little more stuff, going on
Yeah,
with
we're
my
just
life.
going through the emotions. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
It's winter.
yeah.
But yeah, let's get right into our topic or whatever. So
Yes.
as I said, we're gonna be talking about um our favorite
Our
shows.
shows.
So
Yes.
I guess do you want to start about what your favorite show is, and then I'll just say what my favorite show is.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and start. Like,
Okay.
so I'm gonna put mine in different categories. And I'll talk about the categories as we go on. But like right now, I'm just gonna list out my favorite current shows. And later on I'm gonna talk about like shows I've always loved and like shows that I feel like didn't get their flowers because why is somebody talking about them? But
Right.
yeah, but anyway, my current favorite shows that I've like recently watched are like it's a few, it's actually quite a few.
There's a lot of shows I watch.
Euphoria. Yeah. But I guess I'll just give like I guess my top five. Does that sound appropriate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, top five. So Euphoria, obviously. I love Euphoria.
Talk of the
I'm
town.
obsessed with yeah, but like I'm so obsessed with it because not only is it the storyline and like Zendaya, but I have like the biggest girl crush on Sydney Sweeney, the girl who plays Cassie. She's amazing. Even though her
Really?
character sucks, I have a crush on her. Like she's
Dominique.
so pretty.
Dominique.
I think
Dominique.
she's so pretty.
Her
Okay.
personality, the show, I just can't
I
unsee
mean,
it.
on the show, yeah, but like the actual person, I'm like, she's so pretty. Like, look, I'm not attracted to Cassie, obviously. I wouldn't really say I'm attracted to Sydney Sweeney either. I mean, I just think she's really pretty. But like I don't think Cassie is like good or whatever. The Sydney Sweeney, the actress, she's good. Good person, good woman. But yeah, but I love that show so much. It's just so aesthetically pleasing. I heard they're like filming it on like Kodak film or something. Something crazy. It's such a beautiful show to watch. But yeah, anyway, Euphoria. I love This Is Us. I'm a little behind. I haven't seen the most recent season, I think. I think there's one that came out like in November or something. I think they started it. I don't remember. But I watched it up until like Kevin had his twins. So spoiler alert, Kevin had twins. But but yeah, so This Is Us and before yeah, This Is Us and what else have I recently watched? Peacemaker. If you've seen the
I never.
newest Suicide Squad, we don't watch the same shows, girl. I think
Yeah.
like the only thing that we watch is like Euphoria. I think that's
Yeah.
the only thing we have in common. But Peacemaker, it's a spin-off from the most recent Suicide Squad movie. And I'm obsessed. It's John Cena. He plays the superhero Peacemaker. And it's so funny. I watch that with Josh all the time. And I don't know. We've been watching it lately. The season just ended, but yeah. Um, and there's this new show on Netflix called The Woman in the Window.
Yeah, I want to
No, The
watch
Woman in the House
that.
Across the Street from the Girl in the Window.
I
It's
haven't
good.
I haven't started, so don't spoil it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it at all. I am gonna say though, it's the way the show is set up, it's actually set up to make fun of a movie that came out called The Woman in the Window. And like if you watch The Woman in the Window, you can see where they've like kind of like spoofed it, I guess. It's really funny. It's funny. Like it's a good show. It's good, like great acting. But
Mhm.
there's also some parts where it's like, oh, okay, I see how they did that. I see how they like made a joke out of that. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But like it's advertised as like a spoof show or something like that. But it's really good. It's really great storyline. And there was another show that I have on the tip of my tongue. Let me check my notes. Um, oh, Grownish.
Oh yeah.
All that
I
for
could have
Grownish,
said
yeah.
that. I forgot.
Yeah, so but Grownish, I look, I know there's people who hate it. Look, I know a lot of people hate Grownish. Okay,
I
it's a
like
little controversial,
Grownish, but
but like the only thing I don't like about Grownish is those raggedy episodes where they try to force the activism. I don't like that. Like that one
yeah,
weird ass episode, spoiler
that Black
alert,
Lives
where they
Matter
had like the
one.
jumpsuits. Yeah. Where they had the jumpsuit. All their Black Lives Matter episodes are sucky. I'm sorry. Like you should that should not exist in this universe because it just doesn't give what they think it gives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some shows just don't do it. But like then again, I understand that like, what is that man's name?
Which
Trey
one?
Jackson's character.
Oh yeah.
What's his name?
I
Andre?
forgot.
It is not
No.
Andre.
Uh.
Aaron.
Yeah. I was
Aaron,
gonna search
yeah.
it.
Aaron's character is supposed to be like pro black, like Hotep or whatever. Like, I get it, but mm-mm. Or let the characters write those things. I feel like those episodes are definitely written by the white folks at the top of the show. I don't know. I'm assuming, but anyway, those are bad. But the rest of the show, I love. So
Yeah.
that's my guilty pleasure. But yeah, those are my top five. What are yours?
Okay, my top five. Right. Okay, I'm gonna just say what I'm watching right now. Like,
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
it's a lot of shows that I really like.
That
Um,
makes sense. Yeah.
Insecure. Uh,
Oh, I forgot all about
I
Insecure.
got you, boo. Insecure.
God, I'm so obsessed with Insecure.
I'm so like I want to. I've watched it. I think 4 times.
I
Um.
watched it three actually. It's so good.
Yeah.
My mom just got onto it. She's like, I want more.
Yeah.
She's heartbroken like the rest of us. But continue. I'm sorry.
Sisters. It's a Tyler Perry show. It's kind of corny, but I like it because it just like it's slit like
Tyler Perry's a
relatable.
fucking menace.
Um, did you see the Medea's Homecoming movie on Netflix?
No, but I'm actually gonna watch it
It's actually
tonight after you
funny.
pour it.
It's actually funny.
It
It's
is.
corny, but I mean it's funny. It's like a
Yeah, it's
Tyler Perry
funny.
movie. It's
Yeah.
like what do you expect? What
Yeah.
else I like? Right now I'm watching Love is Blind, the new season.
I need to watch that. I need to watch that. No, I caught one spoiler on Twitter about
Wait,
this one
don't no no
couple.
no 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 no
Like I
no.
don't know
I'm not
them.
done. I'm
I don't
not
know who they
done.
are though. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like I just
Wait,
saw a
what was the
spoiler.
spoiler?
It was an Indian couple. It was their
Oh
wedding day.
yeah. I wish we could talk about it because I'm like
I
I'm on
know. Look,
episode 8.
maybe I'll binge it this week and we can talk about it next week, just as like a follow
No.
up. Okay, whatever, fine. But we
Um
can talk about it through the week, obviously.
yeah, yeah. No, because Dominique, what she does is I finish the show, and when she starts watching the show, she's like texting me like nonstop, back to back. I'm like, Dominique, just watch the show. Like, just watch the show
But
and
like,
come back
I
when
know
you're
that.
done. She's
But, but
everything that
like
happens.
sometimes, but sometimes like I just need someone to vent to because like not to really vent to, but like if I know you've seen the show and I know that I'm behind, I'll text you. I'm like,
She'll be
how that
like,
did not just happen,
Marcus
or
died?
like,
Why did you tell me Marcus died? And I'm like, girl, just watch the show. Maybe Marcus didn't die.
girl, because that happened when I was watching Manifest a while ago.
Oh
And then
yeah. And I'm like,
It sucks. I
girl.
need to finish that show. Actually, I never got around to finishing it. But I keep
Um,
cutting you off. I'm so sorry. Continue with your top, like your shows that you're watching.
so I'm watching, okay, Love is Blind, that's one. I finished
Uh,
the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
ooh, how is
Um,
that?
okay, it's good. It's good. Don't get me
Okay.
wrong, it's good. But I just feel like to do a reboot of Fresh Prince, they could have just made it into its own show instead of trying to be a reboot.
Yeah. I've heard like as far as the previews, Carlton is not Carlton. Carlton's
Carlton is,
like more cut at like sharp edge. Like he's an asshole. Like Carlton's
yeah,
mean. That's what it
he's
looks like in the
mean.
thing.
He's on drugs. Like,
Yeah, I heard he
it's
does
like,
coke. I'm like, why are they doing this to Carlton? Carlton is the most wholesome character. Are you
and
kidding
then
me?
I'm about to
He's just a
like,
little
can I say a
condescending.
spoiler? Can I say a spoiler?
Mm, I guess so. I'll just figure it
Ashley's
out. Like,
gay. They made
they made
Ashley
Ashley
gay.
gay.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Ashley's
that
the
just,
least gay.
I'm
Like
just
in the
like,
original, she's like the least gay character. Are you kidding
and
me?
she was like, remember she
I
fell
think
for
she plays basketball.
in the new one?
In the old one, she played basketball. Do you think that's why they did that? Oh,
She didn't play basketball in the old one, did she?
I could have sworn. You know what?
What show are
I
you
have no
thinking
idea. It's
of?
okay. Girl, I have
Anyways,
no idea.
child.
It's okay.
Okay, so then I was watching the Fresh Prince. So how many is that? That's four.
hmm
What else am I watching? I've been watching Claws a lot. It's on
I don't know
Hulu.
what that is.
Snowfall just came back.
I have to watch that, bro. I saw like like not snippets, but like little bits and pieces because of my brother and my dad. But I know that's a good show. It's like in the same realm as like All American, kind of, right? In
Snowfall?
a way.
No.
I mean, like when I think Snowfall, I think All American. I know All American
When
like
I think
football and
of
stuff like that,
when I think of Snowfall, I think of Power. Oh yeah, I have to talk about Power.
but
Okay,
makes
so
sense.
my top three shows that I'm gonna talk. Okay, so I just named all the shows that I like, but my top three shows I want to
Yeah.
talk about today is Insecure, um, damn, Love Is Blind,
hmm
and I don't know. Now I want to talk about four shows or five. Then I
Girl,
want to
it's
talk
our
about.
podcast. We can change it. Who
I
cares?
want to talk about Sisters, kind of. I want to talk about Love Is Blind. Well, we can't talk about Love Is Blind because you didn't finish Love Is Blind. Um,
Yeah, so don't tell me no spoilers. I don't really care about sisters. You can spoil that for me. I don't care. But
what was the one I just mentioned the show? What was it?
Power,
Okay, and I want to talk about Power Ghost, the book
the
with
new one.
Tyreek. Well, it's always with Tyreek, but by himself.
Oh, the most recent one, not the new one
Yeah,
with Tommy. I
yeah,
heard there's a new one with Tommy. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. So
All
those are my
right.
shows.
Okay. I think I'll just talk about, well, I'm talking about mine a little bit differently, I guess. I don't know. Um,
So I can say what I
but
like
I
about
do
my
want to
shows.
discuss Euphoria. Oh yeah, for sure.
So if I can,
I
if
just
you
want to
want to
discuss
start,
Euphoria and stuff, but yeah, you go ahead. You can start with yours and then I'll just
okay.
piggyback off of, yeah.
Okay, so with Insecure, like what I like about it, I like that Insecure is like real. I kind of like shows that are relatable in a sense. Like, sometimes you watch a show and I mean you just watch it to watch it. Like example, like Raising Dion, like you can't relate to it because we don't have superpowers like that.
Yeah, Raising Dion is just kind of,
You know, like you don't. Did
like
you
it's
watch the new
not
season?
bad. I watched the first two episodes,
I didn't like the
but I
second
haven't
season.
finished. I don't like it so far. That's why I kind of stopped. I'm like, what is
Yeah,
this? Like,
yeah.
and like now he's like a full-on superhero. What's happening?
Right.
This was supposed to
So
happen.
I just wasn't feeling it. But I like that Insecure is like it's like real like life shit. Like you have your group of friends, you guys go through different things, you have a job that you hate, you're trying to find your way in
Yeah,
life. It's just like it's so like relatable and real. And it's just like
I agree.
I've never experienced a show like that.
Yeah. No, that's one thing I love talking about. Me and Josh talk about it all the time because we binged it together. And like I can't get over how like you're saying, like it just feels like I could be this,
Right.
you know? Because like I feel like you have shows that you could kind of relate to,
Yeah.
like Girlfriends, for example.
Yeah.
Like Girlfriends is cute, it's a good show, but like I don't really feel like that's a realistic show. It can be realistic, obviously,
Yeah.
but it doesn't feel like Insecure. Like, do you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? Because you've
I
seen
get it.
Girlfriends.
Yeah, I seen Girlfriends.
Yeah. So
Girlfriends is
like
it's more of I feel like Girlfriends it
it
wasn't
feels like a
made for
show.
this, but it feels as though they're making it like a stereotype of black woman of how they think
Mm-hmm.
they are or how they're supposed to
Mm-hmm.
be, but in reality
I agree
that's
with
not
that.
how we are. And when you watch
Yeah.
Insecure, that is how we are. Like with when she
Mm-hmm.
was working at what was that job? That
We
job
got y'all.
We Got Y'all. She hated the
Yeah.
job. They were run by white people.
Mm-hmm.
They were using her because she was
Mm-hmm.
black and she knew all the
Mm-hmm.
things. Like sometimes companies really do that shit. Like, or
They do that.
you could just go through where you hate your job. Like she hated her job. She didn't want to work for nobody. And like I'm slick kind of like
Yeah.
feeling like her. I get to the point where like I don't want to work for nobody. I don't want to keep doing this. I don't want to keep working
Yeah.
for these companies and they don't even appreciate you and they're running over you
Mm-hmm.
and she just went for what she wanted. And I like I respect that because it's like a lot of people are scared to go for what they want in life because they're scared of not making it or what might happen or just like little shit like that. And so I feel like it's so like relatable. Like it's just so like
Yeah.
it's unexplainable. Like then you have your the best friend relationship like Molly and stuff like that.
Yeah, Molly and Issa. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's the most realistic thing too, because they have problems that friends can realistically have, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, because I mean, sometimes you can have friends that aren't as self-aware, or like you think that you think you're being a good friend, but like it rubs them the wrong way, and it's just like, but they're always able to bounce back. They always figure out how to become friends again. Like, I feel like it's the most organic and genuine dynamic ever, you know?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, like it's hard to explain. Like I remember in not friends, in girlfriends, um, Tony and Joan stopped being friends or something like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Somebody cut Tony off, I think. I forget. But like
I think they
they were
stopped
just
being
cold towards each other.
yeah, I think they stopped being friends because Joan was like all about her and why she wasn't getting married and why she wasn't getting this. And then Tony was going through
Yeah.
her divorce and you
Yeah.
know, I just
Yeah.
uh,
And then
girlfriends
didn't
didn't
Tony
do
try to
it.
sleep with Joan's man or something? The one with the hips? I forget. There was something like that. Anyway, I'm sorry, like always
No, no, no,
compare it
no,
to
no.
girlfriends, but I'm trying to think of like a show that like has like a friend dynamic, that's like
Yeah,
the center of the show.
yeah,
But yeah, Insecure, it's giving realistic, and I love it so
yeah,
much. And it's makes me feel so happy because like watching it, I feel like I'm rooting for Issa as a friend, like myself. I'm just like,
yeah.
you go ahead, you get that show, like you get away from We Got Y'all, find you a better man, get with Daniel, like you know what I mean? Like I was like rooting for her every step of the way, except for when she cheated on Lawrence. Spoiler alert, cheated on Lawrence,
I'm pretty sure
and
everybody's watched
I
it
was
by
like,
now.
girl, I hope so. But I was like, girl, why you do that to him? You ain't have to do that to him. It's like it was one of those things where it's like you hold Issa accountable for the BS that she's done, but also like I'm rooting for you.
Right.
You know.
And I
So
mean,
I don't know.
I didn't like only thing I didn't like about Insecure is the ending. I felt like we could have got more. I felt like you really did all of this just to end up back with Lawrence and that fucking baby.
Look, girl,
Stepmama
look, we're not
Issa,
gonna
come
talk about
on
that.
now.
We look, I'm happy that happened.
No, I'm not happy. I
I
wanted her
I
to be
was rooting
with
for Issa. You wanted her to be with Nathan?
yes.
Mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Nathan wasn't giving. I look. Nathan's cute. Okay, he's
Yes.
cute. He's sweet, sure, but he's so inconsistent. He was too inconsistent, and I couldn't handle it because I'm like, no. And then like at the end, he wanted to be like, I'm here for you. I'm here. No, you can go. Get out of here. Skedaddle. Dude, I don't
Mm,
know. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure they had like great chemistry at some point, but like Issa and Nathan never gave what Issa and Lawrence gave. In
what
my
did they
honest
give?
opinion, they gave. Like, what do you mean? Like,
What did they
they were
give?
giving meant for each other. Meant for each other. That's what they were giving. Plus, like, they were the OG couple. Like, in the beginning, it was Issa and Lawrence. I mean, even though, like, in the first episode, like, we knew she didn't like him that much, but still, like, Issa and Lawrence, hello.
I'm just like
Issa and Nathan never did it for me.
I
Like, they were
understood
cute for
that.
a second.
I mean, yeah, and I understood that like, okay, I this is what I think with the show is like, Lawrence was in like a tough spot. And okay, so this is why I also think it's relatable. There's a lot of couples like that they're one of the people like are like Lawrence where they're just trying to get their foot in the water, foot in the door, whatever
Mm-hmm.
y'all say, and
Yeah.
their life is not together, and you have someone whose life is kind of together, and it's like you don't really like them or whatever. So I mean, she cheated
Mm-hmm.
on him or whatever, but she realized like she had realized like she felt wrong about it, but at the same time it's just like you don't have nothing together, you have nothing to work with. And I feel like she just
Yeah.
got tired of basically like in relationships where you trying to stay down for the come up.
Yeah, no, I understand. I can understand that. She got sick of being the ride or die.
Right.
So like I get it. Like don't get me wrong, like I've always understood that. But like part of me was so happy when like they overcame that and came back together. And now Lawrence makes like six figures and Issa is probably a millionaire. She has her own cute little house in LA. Like
Yes.
I feel like the way it ended was it was good, I guess, but I still want more. Because you can't just be like Kelly's having a baby at the end of the show. You can't just tell me Tiffany's gonna have a second kid at the end of the show.
Is she?
You can't give me Molly and Taryn. It was his name Taryn. It was Torin, whatever.
I don't know.
Married. I want to see them have a kid.
That's what I'm
I want to see
saying.
Issa and Lawrence get married because they didn't have a wedding. If you're gonna give us Issa and Lawrence, give us a wedding.
They
Yeah,
did
I
it.
mean, you know what
Issa
I
did
mean?
us
Like
dirty.
I feel like she did do us dirty because she was saying like, "Oh, you guys are getting the ending that you wanted." No,
We
no,
got the
I
ending
don't think
you
I
wanted.
wanted this. Exactly. Like, thank you for this wonderful show. I'm really sad that it's over, but I just don't feel fulfilled. I feel like there should be more after this season.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know, like, in the last episode, she was trying to tie it all together. So they fast forwarded to the wedding, and Molly was like, "Thank you for always being there for me." And, like, that was cute. Yeah, I appreciated it. It was great to see their friendship come full circle. But, like, I want more. Because why would
I
you do
want
that to
more.
me? I want to see more of Molly and of Torin.
I
Torin?
want to see if they have
I don't know that man's
kids.
name.
I don't know
Me
his name.
too. I
And
want to see what happens after the honeymoon. Like, I just want to see them succeed. Like, at least make a spinoff or something, Issa.
who's to
Why
think
would you do
that
this to
they
us?
hated each other, but then they ended up together?
They're my favorite enemies to lovers. Cause like that's
Yeah.
like a whole trope, like enemies to lovers. Her and him, they are just my favorites because it worked so well. Like they became best friends.
Yeah.
Like they were at a party high together. Like how cute.
Yeah.
Like you
I
know what I
like
mean?
that.
Like something about that was like so adorable. It's like wow, and like they were like in that pantry, and like she just I don't know. You could tell that she was comfortable with him. It was just so cute to me. I loved seeing that. That was the
Yeah.
cutest little romance, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Um,
And I want to know if Tiffany still hates Denver, Colorado. Like I need to know. I need to know. I need answers. Like does she still hate it there? Like what's going on? You
yeah.
know?
I didn't like how they went through different birthdays. Like, I didn't like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't my favorite either cuz like I see why she did that because they're like well, our lives are changing so we should at least make sure we're everyone's birthday. But like it just didn't. It didn't make me the happiest. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it was cute, but that
It
should have been like
just
the second to last episode. She could have added like one more episode that really ended everything or something, you
for
know?
real, that gave us like,
Like a happy ever
okay,
after.
I'm happy with that. But it
Yeah, because like
didn't.
the thing is, like we don't even know the nigga that Kelly had a baby with. I don't know that
You
man.
just met him.
Like we've known him for 3 seconds, and she's like, I don't want anybody's kids. I want this guy's kids. And I'm like, okay, I'm happy, Kelly, but like, give us more. Like, I don't know. It really made me a little bit sad. I just wanted more. I wonder
Yeah.
if other people share this opinion too. I know
I
my
think
mom
everybody
does,
did. Because on
but
Twitter I
yeah.
saw everybody did, like they wanted more or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, so okay, my next show would be Sisters by Tyler Perry. I
hmm
mean, a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people watch Sisters and like
Yeah.
okay, it's a little corny, but I feel like it's like a good corny. Like you have
hmm
like, your successful adult friendship girls, and you have one where she's a lawyer and then she meets this guy who's married and she starts dating him. Then he divorces his wife and he's with her. Like, yes, yes, yes. It gets crazy like that.
Girl, what is this? You know what? I'm not even surprised because what else would I expect from Tyler Perry?
Yes,
he
it's
he
very
write all his.
good. Then you have another one where she's with this boy, that this guy, he doesn't like got his shit together. She's with him through all of that, but then they break up and he finally gets his shit together, but then he meets somebody else, which is the lawyer's assistant. And they hit it off well, and he's like, she's down for him, and letting him get his shit together and stuff like that
Yeah.
and all that. And then you have your other friend, what's the what's the other friend? I said Andy, Fatima,
You
the other
said lawyer,
one.
lawyer
Then you have
assistant,
another friend, she's
girl with the
dating
broke boy.
around, and then she meets this guy, but he's very flamboyant, so she doesn't know if she can accept
Ah,
him because
that's
he was
not a.
raised
Oh,
he was raised by two guys. So I mean, he's a little flamboyant, and he likes to get with the
let's
vibrator
get pegged.
in his booty hole.
Oh yes, okay. Well, I mean, some people like being pegged. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm,
There's nothing wrong with being
anyways,
pegged.
I guess to each his own. Then
Yeah.
you have that one friend where she's like goofy and she's all this, and then she meets this guy who's like on a like is a different like type of person than her. He's like white, a farmer boy, and she's all into all this, like she's black and goofy and all this stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
she has a hard time like matching with him because of them being two different people. It's like
Where
that
they
show is legitimately good.
where they dating then? I have
No, it's
questions.
it's it's good. Like I just don't know how to explain this show because you have to
Mm-hmm.
watch it to understand like what's going on. And to be sitting on here all
Okay.
day explaining it, I can't.
How many seasons is it?
Like I think two.
Mm,
It's on BT. And
okay.
the third show would be Love is Blind. I'm gonna just we can't talk
Yeah.
about that. We can't talk about that. All I'm gonna say with
Yeah,
that is
don't say
season
too much about
one.
it. We can talk about the first season.
Okay,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I don't want to talk about the rest of it. All I'm gonna just say is
Okay.
season one is better than season two. Season two, there's a lot of confusion. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, really?
It's a lot of confusion. And I'm gonna say another thing, another spoiler. It's not a spoiler, but I'm gonna just say one thing is there's a lot of people who thought that they were like they were attracted to these people because of the emotional attraction, but then to come to
Mhm.
find out they're not physically attracted to them. So there's a lot of confusion within a lot of the relationships. um
Is it like that in the first season where that Jessica lady and the
yeah, it's,
short
it's
guy?
like Jessica and all them, but it's like all the couples are like that.
Really?
Yes.
I need to watch this immediately.
Yes. Yes.
That's
What was this?
crazy. That's wild. That has to suck because the first season was so successful. Like I still follow Cameron
I do
and
too.
what's her
The
name? Cameron
Speeds.
and Lauren? Yeah, the
This,
Speeds. I still follow them to this day.
yeah, I still
They're
follow
such a
them.
beautiful
My mom,
couple.
she
Oh,
thinks says like, is
she
this
found a
so
good white
fake?
man. No. Is
Yeah,
it fake or fate?
fake. Like she thinks like, is their relationship
Oh,
fake or? I said I don't think they would
they
be going
very
on for
much
this
look so in
long.
love. Yeah, I can't look. No, even the best actor can't fake a relationship that
Right,
long.
right,
Like they look very in love. I mean, I don't even know how they can really prove it to people other than just be like, we're in love. Like that's
right,
between them. They
right,
know.
right.
But yeah.
And then the last show I guess I'll talk about is Power Book with Ghost. The Ghost Power Book. Yeah,
Ooh.
that one is it's really good. Like Tyreek, Tariq, whatever
Mm-hmm.
he did his thing, and it was a lot of like crazy moments. I mean, you don't watch it,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a lot of crazy moments. We had like this stupid. Oh, if anybody who's listening, Zeke, like Zeke was the most dumbest nigga on the fucking show. Like I know you saw memes of
is Zeke
him.
is Zeke the guy? Is Zeke Bobby Brown?
No, Bobby Brown is damn. Bobby Brown, I forgot his name, but Bobby Brown, he get on my nerves.
He's the other guy. Yeah.
He just gets on my, it's just, but Zeke, I'm telling you, anybody who
Yeah.
watches Power Book Ghost, Zeke is a fucking, he's annoying as fuck. He's so stupid. He's so
Oh no.
stupid.
I'm gonna have to take your word for it because
And
I
he's
know
like,
honestly the rest of my family watches that except for me. I probably should join.
he's dating his college professor.
Why?
Oh my God. It's just a lot. Like, it's a lot that happened in the show. Like, I mean, do you plan on watching it?
Yeah,
Because I can spoil it.
I should, but I haven't watched Power since like 2018. Like I'm very behind with
So
Power.
I
I
don't
haven't
think
watched
you'll
this since like
be.
the second season. It'll take me a long time to catch up because 50 Cent just keep going on and on and on. Go ahead and spoil
Right.
it. I don't care. I'm curious
Yeah.
now.
So basically, okay. So, it was
Spoiler
like, yeah, big spoiler alert. I'm just gonna tell the show. So basically, okay, so Tyreek goes to college. Then he starts
hmm
like he basically turns into his dad. So he
I knew
starts
that
selling
much because I saw like
drugs.
I saw some episodes with you. I think
Did
with
you?
Tyreek at like one or two at your house or something, or maybe with
Maybe, yeah,
JD.
yeah, 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 yeah. I think so.
Yeah,
Then he starts selling drugs in the college, and then he meets with his connect, which is Monet. And Monet is the husband of
Mary J.
somebody that has,
Blige.
yeah,
Oh,
that worked with his dad. And then so Zeke, the stupid motherfucker, is the Monet's nephew. But then come to find out that was Monet's son. Yes. And Monet had a
mm-hmm.
relationship with Zeke's dad when she was younger, and then he left her to go to the military. But then she's been lying to everybody with that was about that being her son, which is her nephew in real life. And then when that happened, she lied about his age. Instead of him thinking he was 18, he was 23 in college. And he played
What?
basketball. Yes.
I'm very confused.
Oh,
I'm so confused. So he's not 18.
he was not 18. He was confused as well
How is he confused?
because they lied to him.
But if he's really 23, then that means that how do you get rid of 5 years? I'm very confused.
Okay, so
Does he not
base
remember being five?
I don't know. I really don't know like how Monet did all that, but basically she was saying that that was her nephew.
Okay.
So she had a baby with this guy. They were together, but then he left her to go to the military, and then she had the baby.
So what does she say happened to her nephew's parents then if he's her nephew? Like
So
if that's what she was
she
saying, like did the parents die in a car crash or
she
something?
told him that the parents didn't want him anymore.
But so she don't talk to her siblings no more?
I don't know,
Cause like
Dominique.
I'm confused because I'm just like,
All I
if
know
that's your
is
parents don't want you no more, like, can you show this man pictures of his parents or something? Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
There's gotta be some questions.
All I know is the Diana, which is Monet's daughter, aired out all the
Uh-huh.
shit on the table.
That's
Like
crazy.
it was like, why did I get married when that lady aired out all the shit on the table and said boom.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I love that woman. So cool. But yeah, I'm way too far gone because I'm like, I don't know who half these people are,
Yeah.
but
It's
I'll
a
take your word for
it's
it.
a crazy show. Like then the
Yeah.
professor that Zeke was sleeping with, Monet killed her
Uh-huh. Why?
because I think she thought that the teacher was gonna talk because they were going through a whole trial case.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Like you gotta watch the show.
Okay.
you see how crazy you looking right now? Cause it's a lot
No,
of
because I'm
crazy,
like,
it's a lot of crazy shit.
no, because
Like,
I'm like, what on earth? That's crazy.
yeah. So those are my top shows that I like.
Yeah.
So balls in
Okay.
your court.
Um. Well, shoot, I can't follow up with that. Well, actually, you know what? No, I'm just gonna go in with the shows that I'm more obsessed with. I
Mm,
guess that I like. You know, like obviously, just top ones I've seen thus far that I really love.
right.
But I guess my top one. I mean, Euphoria is kind of a given. I love Euphoria, so I don't
Yeah, I
really
love
count that one.
Euphoria.
Everybody, like the whole country loves Euphoria right now, so I'm not even gonna sit here and explain that one. But I guess my first favorite one would have to be. It's kind of underrated, actually. I don't know if a lot of people have heard of it. I didn't. It's one that I didn't mention, but it's called Santa Clarita Diet. It's on Netflix, and it has Drew Barrymore in it, and it's
You be
honestly
saying actors like I know them. Like I don't know who they are.
okay. Drew Barrymore. She was in. What was she in? It's so hard to explain. It's fine. I'll I'll show you her afterwards. Like you'll. She's a white woman, a very famous white woman. She's really great. But she's a great actress, and it's basically this show where she's like the main character. She's like like the mom slash wife or whatever. So she wakes up one day and she's a zombie, but she's not like a real zombie. She's like a undead. Like she's herself. She's still herself. The only thing is she eats people instead of like regular stuff. So it's hard to explain, but it's like a funny show. It's like a fun sitcom kind of thing. It's a really good show. Anybody listening, if you're into like really cute, like dark humor, like sitcom type shows, it's actually quite funny. It's really good. But I'm obsessed with that. That's like probably one of my top five of all time. It's an amazing show. I love it. And I know you don't know what the heck I'm talking about
I
because you just
really
like, girl.
look. You be
But
naming
it's
actors, and
great.
I don't even know who the actors are.
Yeah. Yeah. But but yeah, I love that show. And we just talked about Insecure. Like obviously I love that one. I also I love okay, so I'm a Marvel fan, right? I also didn't mention these either, but I love WandaVision and I love
Oh, I
Loki.
tried. I tried.
You try. It's
I
okay if
couldn't
you're
do
not
it.
into it. Like it's kind of one of those things that like if you're just not into it, you're just not into it. And that's okay. But WandaVision is such a good show. Oh my god, I cried, I laughed on the edge of my seat. It was wow. It was a great show. Look, I can't get over how great Disney does their Marvel stuff. Like at least the newer stuff. The stuff like before 2016 is so boring. So boring. I'm bored to tears watching any of it. It's awful. Like I watched The Incredible Hulk, boring. Captain America is the most boring. It's the worst 3 hours of my life I've ever spent. It's awful. But like all the new stuff, like you saw Shang-Chi,
Yeah, I love
and then
Shang-Chi.
and I'm excited for the new Doctor Strange movie and stuff. But anyway, I've been obsessed with WandaVision. I'm gonna watch it again actually because it's supposed to tie into the new Doctor Strange movie.
Hmm.
And then I love Loki, and it's supposed to be a second season. And Loki is such a good show because like they don't really get into the depth. Like you know who Thor is, right? The one with the hammer. You
No.
don't know the one with the hammer. You don't know Thor? Well, Thor is the one with the hammer. And they always talk
Hammer?
about him, but Loki is his brother. Like the magic hammer, Chris Hemsworth,
You're
the one
saying
who dated Miley
actors.
Cyrus, I think. It's the man who dated Miley Cyrus. Girl, you know what? Never mind. You just won't know it. It's okay. It's
So
okay.
sorry. I'm not.
No, it's okay. We don't watch the same show, so it's all right. Like we don't watch all the same stuff. But I'm obsessed with it. It's the best show in the world to me. It's one of the best ones. It's up there for me. I'm just gonna count those two together because that's it. But I did talk about This Is Us earlier. That is a show that I need to rewatch actually. I've rewatched it like twice because every single time a new season comes on, it's been after some time. So I always have to like rewatch it or at least like rewatch the last season. But that is a good show. That show will have you crying
Really?
all the time. But like
I
all kind of different
mean, you're
tears.
just
Like there's sad
emotional
tears
with the
that have
shows.
no, but look, ask anybody else, you will cry. You
Ah,
will cry. Jack and Rebecca, they are such goals for couples. They are the best parents in the world, at least in my opinion. Raising triplets. Like okay, for anyone who doesn't know, This Is Us is basically this show that follows three siblings and basically their lifespan, right? And like a lot of the show starts off with them as kids, like growing up with their parents. So you have the parents, Jack and Rebecca. They
mhm.
meet and they have like their thing, and they are the most loving couple in the world. They are such a loving married couple. They are amazing. Jack is such a gentleman. He's an amazing husband, and they have kids. After they meet, she gets pregnant with actual triplets. And so, spoiler alert, I mean, you can kind of figure it out if you watch like the trailers, but she doesn't have all three kids. She has twins, and one of the babies passed away because it had the cord wrapped around his neck. But in comes the third baby, Randall, a black baby who was left on the footstep of a fire station, and he was brought into the hospital. And so Rebecca was like, I want to adopt him. So they raised their two kids and Randall, like all three of them
So
together.
she
So they're
lost
raising this
a
little black baby.
she lost one
Huh?
of the triplets.
Yeah,
Like lost them or like
like during,
lost them in the
like they
system.
died.
Oh, okay.
Like died. Yeah, like she lost one of the triplets. Like it had its umbilical cord wrapped around its neck or something like that. It passed away. So she only had twins, but she was mourning the loss of her third baby, and she found out about Randall and was like, I want to adopt Randall, like the little black baby.
Hmm.
So, they grow up, and it's basically just the show just goes through their lifespans, and it's actually set in present time because even in This Is Us, they had their masks and they were talking about quarantining and stuff like that. Like they keep it pretty up to date, which is, I don't know
Same
how
as
they do it, but they do
911.
it.
Have you ever watched 911?
I haven't. I've heard of it
They
though.
keep it up to date with like the COVID stuff. They still wear their mask and stuff.
Really
Hmm.
interesting. But yeah, is 911 like a reality show or something? What is it?
No, it's like you basically go. They have like every episode is different. It's not the same. So basically,
Okay.
you just experience like the 911 calls for the day. Like, but
Okay.
it's not
Okay.
a reality show. It's more of like a
Is it like The Office or something?
no. It's more
Okay.
of like mm, help me. Um,
Um, is it
it's
like is it
it's
set up
more of
kind of like how you have shows like Sister or something where like it's supposed to be funny but there's no like laugh track or
no.
something?
It's more of like Grey's Anatomy.
Oh,
So you
that
see
makes
how every
sense.
episode
Okay.
is different, but we're going through the
That makes
lives of the
sense.
hospitals and what's going on. So basically, all the not,
That makes
but each
sense.
episode is supposed to teach you something.
Okay. I understand. I understand now.
Yeah, we
Okay.
talking about
That's
sisters,
cool.
girl. They ain't no reality.
I know. I'm just trying to understand. I'm just very confused. But yeah, This Is Us is yeah, it's really recent. Like I remember one time they made I think they filmed it as the first half of the season is going on. because there was one year they were talking about the Super Bowl like a week after it happened. And I'm like, how did y'all know when the Super Bowl was? How do you know who won? So I'm thinking, like, I don't know what they did. I don't know what they do or how they do it, but somehow they stay up to date. And somehow it works out. I don't know how it works out, but it does. But they do a really good job. Like they're such good actors. It's such a beautiful show.
I might
Like
have to
Jack
tune
and
in.
Rebecca and Randall and Beth, they are the most beautiful black couple in the world. They have 3 little black girls, and they're just amazing people. But poor Randall, he's so full of anxiety. But if you ever get a chance, I really recommend it. It's such a good show.
Yeah, you've
It's
been
such a good
recommending
show.
it. I may give it a chance.
Yeah. It's such a good show, bro. Like I wouldn't steer you wrong, I promise.
Hmm.
But well, okay. What's that
I'm
mean?
just playing. I'm just playing.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's just a really good show. And so like I think I talked about 5 shows already, but that's kind of all that really comes to mind. And then I have shows that are like my all-time favorites.
Hmm.
Like not ones that I've seen recently, but oh, before I get into those, I do have one more show that I've seen recently.
What?
It's called The Boys on Amazon Prime. And so it's kind of in the same realm as the show called Peacemaker that I talked about earlier. It's like it's like an anti-hero show. Cause like you know how when you think about superhero things, you think about like, oh, they're such great people. Like you think about the Avengers
Yeah.
and how they're amazing and how they have everyone's best interest at heart, right?
Yeah.
So The Boys is like an anti Avengers kind of show, right? So it's basically this show that follows a group of superheroes, right? Um, well, actually, the show follows this boy who lost his girlfriend because of one of the superheroes.
Mm,
And basically, the superheroes in that world, they're real. Like they have like actual powers and stuff like that, but they are like celebrities. They're like celebrities with scandals and money laundering and like crimes and stuff like that. Well, not real crimes, but like they have scandals and stuff like that. Like they're treated like actual celebrities.
right.
So like think of how people, talk about Kanye drama or something like that. That's how these superheroes are treated. And so it's really good if you're into that kind of thing. Only if you're into that kind of thing. If you're not really into it, then it's like, who cares? But it won an award. Like it's a really good show. It won an Academy Award, I think. But it follows the guy mostly. And like the heroes are important to the storyline as well. But one of the superheroes accidentally killed his girlfriend because it was a superhero that like runs really fast. It was like the Flash of that universe. He
Mm.
ran through the guy's girlfriend and she like exploded. There's a lot of blood, a lot of gore in the show. Look, it's good. It's good. But the whole show is basically him and this like Australian guy
Hmm.
trying to expose them for what they are because the superheroes have a really good PR team. Anything that they do that's bad, they, like it's a whole company, like they work for a corporation that like the corporation controls the superheroes and like they also have like brand deals and stuff like that. Like think about how Marvel is in real life. Like you see Marvel stuff everywhere in real life, but
Right.
in the movies, they're not really all of that. Like they don't have like Superman merch in real life in the movies, but in this show, it's real life plus the movie type uh,
Mm.
environment. You get it?
Yeah, I get it. So they
Like
actually
to the
are
outs, like in the
are.
show.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah. So it's really good. It's really good. I don't want to spoil anything, obviously, but it's really what you won't expect, and it's so good. I think there's like 2 or 3 seasons. And they're gonna come out with another one. It's so good.
Since
It's
you
so
have
good, and it's
Prime, you
yeah.
should watch this show called Harlem. It's actually really good.
My mom told me about that. I
It's
started
good.
it.
It's
I
good.
started. I've only watched like the first episode and a half. Megan Good, she's good in it. I
Yes,
need to finish watching it because
it's
the thing
good.
is, I need to get my mom's password because I stopped paying for my Prime. but yeah, it seems like it's a good show.
It's good. I recommend
Yeah.
it. It was a 10/10. It's coming out with a season 2.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
They
I
just
gotta
announced
download
it
that
like what,
again.
like last week that they're coming out with season 2.
Okay.
So
Yeah. My mom told me it's it's like a not a coming of age story. It's just like a life story kind of thing. Like she said, like if you like Insecure, you'll like it.
yeah, it's sort of like Insecure, but
It's more drama, isn't it?
yeah, it's a little more drama than Insecure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's like
yeah,
it's not the
it's
same concept, but
okay.
I mean it's similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
I should get to watching that again.
yeah, I think you'll really like it.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I finished it in like 2 days.
Yeah. Oh really? I need to like I had the intentions of doing that, but lately I've been addicted to TikTok, so it's been distracting me. But
I learned some new
I've been
TikTok
trying to watch
dances.
shows.
It's
Oh,
just I get
okay.
so overwhelmed with all these shows coming all at the same time that
Me
I
too.
just don't watch it anymore.
Me too.
Like I'll like
Me too.
watch binge watch shows, and then like I was watching Desperate Housewives. That was my shit for like a good few weeks, and I just stopped.
Oh my! I need to watch Desperate Housewives because the
It's
way I used to follow that
good.
drama when I was little, my mom used to watch it. Like when she would do my hair, I would be watching it with her. That show was good.
That show is
Like I
good.
remember being really intrigued. I was like 7, and I'm like, what did she do? Like
That show is good.
that's
Like
it.
I
Yeah, I
recommend
need
it.
to.
Like it's good, but I just like
Didn't one
was
of the
watching it
actresses die?
so um yeah, but we didn't see her we didn't see her like be an actress, if you get what I'm saying. Like she
Okay.
wasn't part of the group. She was just like
Okay.
known for dying within the group.
Okay. Okay.
So we didn't
Okay.
see her
Yeah,
die.
I
But
understand.
it gets really like crazy, like good, crazy. Oh my god,
Okay.
I want
Okay.
to tell you a
Okay.
spoiler, but I can't.
Don't tell me no spoilers. Don't do
I
that.
won't.
But where should I watch it at?
Um, what do
Like, what
you
do you watch
have?
yours on?
I have Hulu.
I have Hulu.
Yeah, you
I
can
still
watch it
pay
on
for that.
Hulu
Okay.
because it's on
Oh wait,
ABC.
I do think I've seen it. Yeah, I think I have seen that advertised on Hulu. I need to watch that.
Yeah.
Hulu has all the good shows. There's so many other shows I could talk about that have been like all-time favorites.
On
But
Hulu.
I'll let you go first. Like, do you have any all-time favorite shows like that you've been watching, like that you watched when you're younger, but you'll still like rewatch them or something, or ones that you like always loved
Uh,
that aren't new?
I mean, I don't know because it's like, I mean, when we were younger, we used to watch like you know, children's
Like
shows
cartoons and
and
stuff. Yeah.
cartoons. So, the Proud Family, it just came back. I've watched like the first episode.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
I need to watch that. I heard that Penny is actually a little bit younger than she was in the old one. Because in the old one, she actually turned 16. But someone said that in this new, I saw it on Twitter. Somebody said that she's 14 in the reboot.
I didn't know
I
that.
don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's what I heard. I don't really know for a fact, obviously, but I do need to watch that because I used to love the Proud Family. I still love it. It's great. But
I'm
and
trying to think.
I want to get into that Fresh Prince reboot too, but I'm
That
gonna get
reboot,
into that
okay.
later.
I'm gonna just tell you. Okay, so that reboot, it's okay, it's good. I get what they're trying
It
to
is.
do.
Okay.
It's for our basically our age. So they have
Yeah.
like, the kids are on TikTok and saying
Yeah.
all these little slangs and stuff like that. And like it's art instead of it being like Fresh Prince, like for their age back in the days, it's more upgraded
Uh-huh.
for us.
Do they do it in a cheesy way? Because you know how sometimes shows are like, yeah, don't yeet them out of here or something like that. Like you know how
Yes.
like they use it.
Yes,
Like
yes,
is it
yes.
like that or is it better? Is it smoother? Is it corny like
It's like kind of with corny remarks on it. Like they're
oh
like,
no.
was it on this show? They're like, what are some sayings like that people say on TikTok?
Um it's the blank for me. Like,
Yeah.
you know how people say
They'll
that, but
say
that can
that.
easily be like a corny thing. Oh my
Yeah, they'll do
God,
that on
really?
the show. Like they'll be like, oh, it's the car for me. Like, I'm just like, really?
I don't
Come
like that.
on. Come on.
I mean, sometimes you can get past the corniness though if the show is good enough. So I'll just have to see for
The show
myself.
is good,
It's
but
not.
what I don't like is how that they the characters are not the same.
Yeah,
Like
because
Hillary,
Hillary, is she even bougie in this one?
she's bougie, but she's like working for her shit. Hillary didn't work
Oh,
for her shit. Hillary was
I don't
trying to
like
live off
that.
of her dad.
Yeah,
And
that's the
then
whole point of Hillary. Hillary is Hillary because she's working off of daddy's money.
right.
That's the whole
But
point of
then
Hillary.
Phil don't even look like Phil.
Oh yeah, he's like a skinny, dark skinned
He's a
man.
skinny,
Why
dark
does he
skinned bald
fit?
man.
Like, I don't like that. I saw that in a preview. I don't like that. I was like, this is who? Who is this?
I like
It's
the
not Uncle
new
Phil.
what was the wife's name?
I heard Aunt Vivian is
I
pretty
like her.
accurate.
I like Aunt Vivian. She's cool. She's like Aunt Vivian,
Yeah.
but she's more cool. Like, but then we got
Yeah.
Carlton on drugs and he's playing
And he's
like
just a butthole, I
lacrosse and he's a
heard.
butthole and but then there was something weird in the show that didn't correlate with the last show. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. You just
Okay.
they okay, remember Will dated Lisa, right?
Yeah, Nia Long.
Yeah. They're saying that
Yeah.
Carlton dated Lisa. I'm like, what?
Why would they do that? Why that takes away the whole point of Will being Will. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Why would they do
But
that?
it's
That's
not even
stupid.
showing, Will was like a ladies man, like, getting all the ladies. It don't even make him be that way, like in the new one.
What is he in the new one?
Like he plays basketball and all that stuff like that, like Will did, but it's sort of like I don't know, it's just not the same. Like
It's
it's
not
a
the
good
Fresh Prince that him.
it's a good show. Don't get me wrong. I like the show. I would watch the show if it was something else. But it's the fact that you're trying to do a reboot. You need to have the same concept for the reboot, like the show, like the Proud Family. Like it's okay, a reboot kind of the Proud Family in a sense.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Like
it's the
no,
same
like all
thing.
they did was change. Yeah,
They got the same actors, Sugar Mama, all that. Everything's the same except that everybody's just grown or whatever. But
exactly.
the Fresh Prince, there's no correlation. The house don't even look the same. Not saying you have to have the same house, but the house look
Yeah,
the house look weird. Like it look different.
they change all the characters.
Hillary's not good. She's not what she's supposed to be. Then you got Will. The only person that looked like is the Will guy, but he's not the character like Will for real. And then
Yeah,
I'm just not feeling the whole character merging thing because they're not like what it's supposed to be.
I might just stick to the original because I know that I'm one of those people that's it's really tough for me to swallow reboots because I'm stuck on the original.
Right.
Because what do you mean you're not going to do this the same way? You know
Right.
what I mean? And like maybe they were worried about like doing it in a corny way or something. But if you're gonna have a reboot, like put Will Smith in there or something. Make Will Smith like an uncle
Like
or something like that. Like you know
older.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
like make him older. Make it
do
like
something like that.
update us like how like example Fuller House. Everybody was the same
Exactly.
and everything was the same. Everybody's just older and grown now.
Exactly. I wish they could do that with the Fresh Prince. Obviously, Uncle Phil passed away a few years ago, but like they could do something. Like Jeffrey's still alive.
Bro, Jeffrey
Carlton is
on the
still alive.
show, Jeffrey on the show is not Jeffrey.
What is he nice or something?
He's like a drug dealer or something.
A drug dealer. Why are they trying to make these characters more spicy than they need to be? Like, you know what I mean? The thing about
Yeah.
the Fresh Prince is that they were all wholesome characters. You know what I mean? Like, it was a
Yeah.
very wholesome show. Well, like, of course they would have like some snooty jokes in there, but that's because that's just how it is. Like, that's how the comedy was. But it was a very wholesome show. Like Carlton was the most wholesome character alive.
Yeah.
Like sometimes he was a little condescending, like towards Will because he thought he was like smarter than Will. But like that's just how they were. That was the dynamic.
Yeah.
But like Hillary's supposed to be Hillary. I'm not happy with that. I
You
haven't even
can
watched
watch
it, but now
it.
I'm making it.
You can
It's
watch it
I
just
don't
to
know.
see for yourself, but
I feel like I'll be disappointed.
you'll be disappointed.
Oh man, that's okay. It's all right. I'll just see for myself, but it does not sound good to me.
Don't make
It does
yourself
not sound
upset
good.
now.
I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm fine, but like, oh goodness, that's depressing.
It is.
Ugh,
It is. They ruined a good show.
yeah. Well, shoot. Well, darn. Well, now that we're
Look,
past that,
she done ruined her mood.
I'm all frazzled. But now that we've gotten past that, uh, you say you
She's
couldn't think of any shows. I'm sorry. You say you couldn't think of any shows that you like of
no,
all time.
no.
Dang.
Like okay,
Dang.
Martin. Okay, I
I was
like
gonna
shows
just
like
say a few.
Martin.
Yeah, that counts.
Martin, you know
Yeah,
they're
like
coming up with a
Martin.
reboot too, right? But
I don't
no,
trust those
no, no, no,
people.
no, no. It's the characters now. It's still the
It
same character.
is.
They're gonna be at the
Oh,
same
but Tommy
house.
won't be there.
Yeah,
You know,
Tommy's
Tommy passed
gone.
away.
Yeah.
When did he die? Because I just found out like a week ago that he died.
Girl, what?
I didn't know when Tommy passed away.
Let me see.
I had no idea that he died. I just found out like a week ago that he was dead. I didn't even know.
What's his real name?
I don't know. You can just put Tommy from Martin. Let me see. Thomas Michael Ford. Oh, he died back in 2016. I had no
I did
idea.
not know it was that.
I didn't know it was that recent. That breaks my heart. I would have loved to seen a recent Tommy, bro. May
For
he rest in
real.
peace.
For real.
Yeah, I mean, luckily everyone else is still there. Like, you have Gina and Pam and, Martin.
I found
They're
out
just
the real
older.
reason why they ended.
Why?
They ended because Martin, he's bipolar, right?
Really?
And
I
so
heard something about that. Like, I heard he was mean
I think him and Gina dated and they didn't work
in
out.
real life.
Yeah, I think they dated in real life. They didn't work out because she started dating Dwayne, but then Martin got crazy and he started doing weird stuff. That's why, and it all makes sense. That's why in the last season, you never saw Martin and Gina together. Remember she was in LA and he was in Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because the show was about to end.
Oh, yeah. They never got married, did they?
They did.
In the show. And they did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh my.
Yeah.
Trauma. I have to watch that again. I have to rewatch that.
Girl,
Because I
that
used to
thing
watch it
come
with
on
my dad.
every night on BET.
I don't have cable. I
I
don't
mean,
have cable
yeah,
right now. I watch like Peacock and stuff like that. But
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna have to rewatch some of that because I rewatched The Fresh Prince and stuff. Do you have any other shows or like is it the only one that comes to mind?
Mm, the Parkers. I love
Oh
the
yeah.
Parkers.
I
I
haven't seen
honestly
The
like,
Parkers in such a hot minute.
yeah, I honestly like all old shows like the
Me too.
Parkers, Martin, One
Living
on
Single.
One,
I
Living
love One
Single.
on
I don't really like
One.
Living Single.
I feel like it's all right. Like it's funny,
They
but I
tried
don't
too
know.
hard.
See, yeah. So like this is the thing. It's gonna be a problematic opinion. I am obsessed with Friends, but watching Living Single, it doesn't give the same for me. And
Yeah,
people keep talking about how Friends stole the concept of living single, which I mean, like, I can see it, but like, I like Friends more. I
I
won't
don't know.
lie,
I
like,
never could
I
get into
love
Friends.
Friends. I love Friends, man. I love it. I don't know. I don't know. I tried to watch Living Single. It's not a bad show, but
It's not a bad show. I
I don't
just
know.
don't.
It's just one of those things.
Yeah, I just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
I used to love A Different World.
I love A Different World. I haven't seen it in a long time, I won't lie.
Yeah, I haven't
But I
seen it either.
love Dwayne and Whitley. Like this
Yes.
is a cute little couple. Like it's really sweet. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Those are
but
only
I want what they have. Like that's such a cute little couple.
don't we all want the old 90s love. We ain't gonna get it in
Yeah,
2022.
girl, we'll try. We can always try, but yeah,
Well, that's
I
it for
get it.
my my what are some of yours?
Um, like I said, I like Friends, and now this is kind of cheating because I kind of sort of watched Girlfriends when I was younger, but I watched it for real during quarantine.
Yeah, me too.
I love Girlfriends. I
I did
love
too.
Girlfriends.
William
That's
is my
gonna be a
favorite.
staple for me. I love William. You know, oddly enough, it's at one point I had a small crush on William,
Me
but
too, but now
I know he's ugly. Like in the show he was so charming
now
for
that I
some reason.
see him,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
pass on William.
it's not giving anymore at this point in time. But it's okay. But yeah, I love me some William. I love me some
Maya.
I love Maya and what's his name? What was Maya's husband's name?
Oh, him. You liked him?
He was cute. Yeah.
Girl. Is
He
that
was
why you
so
liked
cute,
him?
girl.
I
You're not
mean,
gonna sit
yes,
here
he
and act
was
like he wasn't
cute,
cute.
but is that why you
Like
liked him?
no, but Maya cheated on him. I felt so bad
Maya
for
cheated on him,
him.
but he was so controlling.
He was
Not to
very
say
controlling. He
that
kind of
that's a
sucked.
reason to cheat, but he was so
No,
controlling.
like he
Like
did kind of suck.
he wasn't a good husband before and
He
after.
wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't. I don't know. I just thought he was cute. Okay, I didn't think he was husband of the year. I never said that. Never said that. Honestly, all the men they dated were garbage. The only good man in that show was William.
No,
Like,
but no, Tony had a good
because the
man.
white man,
Tony had a good man. She just ruined it.
the white man,
Yeah, he was good
I mean, yeah, he was nice. He got mean towards the end. But that's
because
probably
she
just because
ruined
Tony was
it.
running him. Yeah, Tony did drag him through the mud. So yeah, look, I ain't like none of them men. I don't know. The only ones I had a crush on was Maya's husband, only because he was cute, and William because he was so charming.
Yeah,
But
Williams.
yeah, it made me so sad when William was like married and his marriage didn't work out or something.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know
I thought they
because
got
he
back
was
together
married
though.
to Yvonne.
Yeah, but didn't they get back together?
I think so because I remember him buying a mansion and having someone with him in that
No,
mansion.
he was not married to Yvonne. He was married to that other girl. He got remarried to her, the other one. I forgot her
Married
name.
girl.
She was all
I don't remember
skinny and
her. I remember
smiling.
her. I remember her, but I don't remember her. You know what I mean? Like I remember that
Yeah,
she existed, but I don't know what she looks like. Like I can't put a face in my head right now.
yeah.
But yeah, I love that show. And Family Matters. Steve Urkel, that's my man.
He is
Um,
fine.
yes,
Devon, what's his
like
name? Devon.
no, it was Steven and then it was Stefan.
Oh, Stefan.
You get it? Yeah. I look. I should rewatch that show again. I was
I
obsessed. I
tried.
was genuinely
It
obsessed
didn't.
with
I
that
didn't
show
feel
for
the same.
years. Really?
Yeah, I tried. I
I get the
didn't.
same effect. Like, but the thing is, that show was so interesting because what happened to Judy? Judy was there for the first season and then she just disappeared,
I think
never
they
to be seen again. She was the
explained.
youngest sibling.
I think they explained what happened to Judy. I think something happened to her. I think they on it's a network on the TV. It's called I think TV1 where they'll have they'll talk about unsung and unsung will be about like the celebrities and what they went through and I think she went through
Uh,
something but I just can't remember what it was.
yeah. The producers thought that Judy was unneeded and she was more of a background character who was given very. Why? How is she a background character? She was related to
They don't
Eddie and
know.
Laura.
They don't know.
Like, how was she just the unimportant sibling? Eddie and Laura were right there. They could have had all kind of girl. I'm sorry. I googled it and it was like in the series fourth season, her character simply disappeared at the age of 13 with no explanation as to why. That's crazy. They cut her from the show because of the budget? I think that's so dumb. How you just gonna make a sibling disappear? Anyway, I love that show. And I loved when Steven and Laura finally got together. And then I love when Steve was dating Myra. You know, Myra passed away before the show was even done.
Who's Myra?
The really pretty nerdy girl that dated Steve. She was really pretty, but she loved that Steve was a nerd. Because Steve couldn't get with Laura, so he was dating Myra for a long time. It's okay. It's all right. Well, that was his girlfriend. Myra was his girlfriend. And she passed away in real life. Like, either right after the show was done, or I don't know. Like, back in 1998, she passed away. It's quiet. It's wild. But, yeah, like you said earlier. No. I'm saying, like you said earlier.
You know, she gets a little emotional.
No, I'm not going to cry on the podcast, I promise. But,
let me search her.
Yeah, a lot of the shows from the 90s they're just right up my alley. I wish that I used to watch Sex in the City, but now that I think about it, like that show kind of sucked. And I used to be so scared of it when I was younger because I was like, oh my God, Sex in the City. Me too. I was like, sex.
I used to be like, oh
and
yeah,
I'm gonna
see my first like sex video scene on this show, but
yeah, I'm just
when
like,
I clicked on it, it was nothing.
Girl, like it's about some friends. Like,
wait,
girl.
So okay, disclaimer. So if they took out that girl Judy as the younger sister, then what did they say happened to the sister in the second season?
Acknowledged it.
Damn, Eddie was on there too. He's better now though.
Yeah.
I bet you the grandma died too.
The grandma passed away in real life.
Yeah, I was like, I bet she did. Myra.
Yeah. Because she was already old.
Oh, you know, the C. Harvey show. There was this guy, he died.
Yeah. Oh, he was so fine.
He died.
He passed away. That really broke my heart because he was destined for greatness. He was great. I think he sang 1998,
too. 3 days before my birthday, and she was buried on my birthday.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I told you she died in 1998.
From what though? Oh, it says it.
Something. It was something natural, I think. Yeah.
Damn.
Really sad. Really sad. Ooh, Euphoria's about to come on.
Oh,
it's
yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah. Well, but I think that's it on our shows, though, is it?
Yeah. Because we talked about
shows for like an hour.
Yeah. So I guess we can just get into our shady talks. Not her trying to rush us for Euphoria.
Look.
It's the last. I'm probably gonna watch it.
It's a season finale. Oh, really?
I wanna finish Love Is Blind.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
but you don't need to be texting me and ruin it like you usually do.
Look, I didn't text you last week, did I?
I think you did, and I said I didn't watch it there, and then you go, "Ah, shit."
Cause like I just assume that you watch it the day of. That's all. I'm sorry, but I think I've only done that like once, right?
Twice.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So do you want to just talk about one Shady Talk?
I think so, because I just like that we're on an airy, like lighthearted mood right now.
Yeah.
Because my Shady Talk was gonna be considering like, current political situations. Yeah. And it's really heartbreaking, but all of you can do is just pray for them and hope for the best. And
yes.
I don't know, like Ukraine. It's just so scary. Pray for Ukraine. It's so scary. Like I don't know how to really help, like what can I do,
right.
So there's like stuff you can donate to, I think, but I don't even know what that's gonna do. Signing a petition is useless. What's that gonna do?
Yeah.
Like Putin's not gonna see your petition and be like, oh, you know what, guys, let me stop. Like, no. Anyway, that's just kind of how that goes. But let's do the one.
The one.
And yeah.
Okay. So I chose, well, because they're back again. Megan and Tory Lanez. What I think happened was that made them resurface again back on the topic of like
There's a
the
lawsuit, isn't
shade room. Yeah, it's a
there
lawsuit,
something?
but what happened was the where is it? I had it here. So basically their trial got pushed to April the 5th.
Okay.
Because okay, so there was zero mention of DNA at Tory Lane's hearing today. The report that Tory's lawyer told the court DNA results were pleasing to his side and is totally fabricated. Two sources tell Rolling Stone. I'm about to receive the script. Will update the pre-trial continued April 5th. So basically, the trial is going on through April 5th. But then Tory and Megan were going back and forth on Twitter and Instagram, basically. And Megan said that you think it's okay to shoot me, then harass me online and make it like this was some weird cat fight. What the actual fuck is wrong with you? And then
Yeah.
Tory Lanez, like I just have to breathe when I
I
talk
hate
about fucking
him.
Tory Lanez because I love Tory Lanez before because of like he had good music, he was a good vibe. And when it
Yeah.
was the beginning of the pandemic, he used to go on
He
live
had
and
his little radio
right, like
or
I
whatever.
fucked with Tory Lanez, but he right now is just like what the fuck. So
He
then he
sucks.
put Good Dick had me fucking two best friends and I got caught. That's what I apologize for. It's sick how you spun it out though. And because Megan had put out screenshots basically of him apologizing and said, Meg, I know you're probably never going to talk to me again, but I genuinely
Like I was drunk and
I
BS
want you
like
to, yeah,
that.
I was too drunk. Nonetheless, should have never happened. I can't change what I did. I just feel horrible. And then it's just a mess because it's like, okay, let's just keep it real. Why
I
the
gotta
fuck
take
would
a
she
deep
lie
breath.
about being shot? Why would anybody lie about being
Who
shot? Like, who has the time for
I
that?
can't handle it. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. Meg Thee Stallion is Meg Thee Stallion.
She has no reason
What?
to lie about anything.
I get so angry about this. Me like I'm sorry. I'm trying to like contain myself and not scream into my mic. But I like look, it pisses me off so much to no end because like you said, why would she lie? She doesn't need to lie. She doesn't need to get clout off some little short dude. Like we just found out this nigga existed.
Tory
Like
Lanez
nobody
ain't
cares. He's
Megan
not
Thee
all that. And
Stallion makes
like,
more money than Tory Lanez. So what like what
and
does she
she's not
really
even
need from
signed.
him?
She wasn't even signed for the longest. Like she makes money. She is Meg Thee Stallion, Hot Girl Summer. She was everywhere. You see her face everywhere to this day.
She has her
You see
own
Tory
shit at
Lanez nowhere.
Popeyes. Like, come on, bro.
Popeyes. She got hottie sauce. Are you kidding me?
Like,
Like
come on.
Meg Thee Stallion don't need no clout off of no little scrumpy ass nigga. Like it's just it's crazy. And I have the biggest problem with not only Tory Lanez, but his little minions of fans who think that like I don't know,
Yeah, and then DJ, what's his name? Not
like
DJ.
DJ Academics, he's such a little, he's a bitch. He is a bitch. Vic Mensa,
After
who was a rapper who told him to his face, he was like, I think you a bitch. And like he is because he ain't say nothing to Vic Mensa when he said that to his face, but like he's saying all this stuff to Meg, talking about, oh, blah blah, like you're not even signed or your master, you don't even own your masters, like some stupid stuff. Nobody owns their masters these days. That's just not the realism of it. A lot of people don't get their masters until they die or something. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I have a problem with him. I have a problem with Tory Lanez fans. I have a problem with Tory Lanez. Like, because why are y'all capping for this nigga? Why are y'all sucking the hell out of his penis? Like, what are you doing? Y'all are like deep throating the fuck out of Tory Lanez. Like, what do you gain from that? And it's like Tory Lanez himself is just a force to be reckoned with because you are a problem. Like you suck. You're awful. You shot a woman in her foot. And what do?
Like, why would she
Gaslight
have to
her.
lie
You
about
gotta
that?
like, what does she need to lie about that for? Who makes that up?
What would she
posted
gain?
her foot. She posted her foot. And this is why I hate Tory Lanez fans. because like at least the hardcore ones, you know, maybe there's like people who listen to him in secret, you know, like people listen to R. Kelly in secret, you know, they don't
Yeah.
support him, but they like the music still, you know, and like those people, no, whatever, that's your cross to bear. But the people who are Tory Lanez fans and will ride for him to the point of saying that Meg is lying, that, oh, she didn't get shot in the foot, you got shot in the foot and the bullet missed major tendons and ligaments. What are you talking about? Suddenly you are a foot scientist? Like, what do you mean ligaments? Like, what are you talking about? Like, like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? And I remember, ooh, girl, like, if the person I'm talking about listens to this podcast, I'm talking to you and you fucking suck. But
Oh
like
my
the
God.
one person I used to be friends with years ago, um,
Hold
I
on.
think we had a conversation about it before, and he
You gather yourself together, girl.
he oh goodness gracious, I think it was him, or maybe I saw it somewhere else. They just brought to my attention how people feel like um it wasn't a real wound or something like that, or like you,
What?
if you got shot in the foot, like you like not a real wound. I shouldn't say that because I don't want to like slander this person or whatever, obviously, and like misquote them. But like I know that it's been a very common thing that people are like, she didn't get shot in the foot, she would have a hole in her foot, she wouldn't be able to walk. You mean to tell me she got shot in the foot and she could walk away from that car that night? Like blah blah. Like she was limping for one, she got shot in her heel. You know, luckily nothing happened. She was able to, it looked like the bullet like just more than grazed her or whatever, but like she still got shot in the foot. She had to get stitches. You don't fake stitches. She posted her foot wound to public ass Instagram to her millions of followers like the morning after or something. Like she didn't have to do that. But it's the fact that people are so hell bent on not believing black women when they are suffering abuse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are so keen on not believing and listening to victims that they will gaslight the biggest celebrity and say that she's lying about it for clout. She is one of the biggest celebrities. You know of Meg Thee Stallion just like you know of Beyonce. Like she's
Right.
just one of those people.
Never knew of Tory Lanez, just that
She
one album.
Nobody knows who Tory Lanez is. Nobody knows Tory Lanez.
Just that one
Like
album.
don't exactly. And like it was like a mixtape. He made a mixtape where he like sampled a lot of people's songs or something.
Right.
You know, and like his music is not even that good for people to be capping for him the way they are. You know what I mean? Like I know I
The
kind of took over. I'm sorry. I kind of took over and ranted. But like I
the
feel very strongly about this. Oh my goodness. I have so many problems with people, and it's oh goodness.
the DJ
Goodness.
DJ whatever the fuck his
Academics.
name is. He was
Yeah.
like, by the way, Meg can get the same document that they referenced in the court today. Hopefully she's entitled to see what the DA will be using against Tory, being that she's look at Dominique. Being that
I'm
she's
sorry.
the
I'm just
victim, it's part of discovery. Ask the DA what the completed DNA test said, and then come back and apologize to Big AK. First of all, how the fuck did he
what?
get the damn
He's not
result?
even a party.
He's not
He's
even
not
a
a
part of the
party in the
case.
court. He's not a part of the case. He should not be seeing anything in that case. I work in a law office. I know how that junk works. You should not be seeing anything unless you work with those lawyers. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You should not know anything about that
something
case.
ain't clicking. Something ain't clicking.
Like, and like, don't get me wrong. Like, if it's filed with the court, it's public record. You can pull it up if you want to. You know, that's just that is how it works. You can pull that up. You can pull up any case you want. But like, for him to know about those before they were even filed with the court, like that's what I heard. Like he found out about it before they were filed or something. You should know. What do you
His
know?
information
Like
is
what?
false. I'm sorry, it's false. If he
Yeah,
found out
and
about it before
he
everybody, it's
shouldn't.
false.
And he shouldn't be aware of discovery documents and stuff like that. Like to my understanding, obviously I'm not a lawyer yet, but like discovery, like you shouldn't know about any of that unless you are the counsel on the case. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
How to like I know even if you're a gossip vlogger, like you only know as much that is public knowledge. Like what do you like, you know what I mean? As I don't know, he's a
It's just a
problem, and I
mess.
hate that he thinks that it's okay to step to Megan behind his little screen. Like You are a grown man on your cell phone yelling at Meg the Stallion because you are on another man's high horse. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
where's your dignity? Where's your shame? Like,
He just looks
and people
stupid.
always talk about, yeah, people always talk about him and how he's quick to like talk about women or like step to women because, he can't step to Daddy Tory Lanez. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's just, I don't know what it is, but he's just definitely a big example of one of those men that's just bitch made.
Yeah. Him,
There's no other way to put it.
Tori's team.
There's no other way to put it. Yeah. And like, I mean, the attorneys, they're just doing what attorneys do. But like his entire like PR team and stuff like that, Tory himself, you know that you did this thing to this woman. You know that you harmed this woman with a deadly weapon. Like that's assault, that's assault and battery or something like that. Like that is that could be attempted murder.
And he just got off of
Like
probation.
like and Meg, oh goodness, she has such a good heart. She is so much better than me because girl, he would have been in prison the next day.
For real.
Talking about some you don't want to and like obviously she probably wasn't just thinking about it straight or whatever because like this was a friend of hers that just did this to her or whatever. She didn't want him to suffer the hands of the legal system or something. But no, send that nigga to prison. He
Yeah.
deserves it
How
because
did
anybody who can pull out a gun and shoot you, they are not someone that you should cover for. You know?
how did like it turn into like a case? Like, did she go first or do you not know?
For some reason, I feel like he sued her, but I don't know. Maybe they're trying to settle it privately. I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
I feel like maybe he started the case. I have a feeling he probably started the case. Like I don't know if he's a plaintiff or not. Because if he's a plaintiff, then he brought up the case for sure. But I just don't know. Either way, the legal dispute part makes sense, but like send him to jail. Maybe it's just a legal like it's probably just a criminal case. I don't know how criminal cases really work. Um,
You the lawyer, girl. I don't know.
Girl, I sure not yet. I wish I knew more, but but
Shit, I'm the computer girl. I don't. I'm just following the
but
show. So
like it's just uh it's such a freaking mess. It's such a freaking mess. And
I
the fact that there
just
are people who support this man still to this day and will call Meg a liar. I can't get past that. People can be
I
so
can't either
disgusting.
because it's just like, what does she have to lie for? And that's what I mean. Like people, like women, like black women, they're always so scared
Mhm.
to like come out about anything because
Mhm.
they're quick to point the finger, like, oh, she's lying, she's just doing this for attention, blah 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 blah. But it's just like,
Mhm.
come on, like, what do
Who
people
wants that
have
kind
to
of
lie for?
attention?
Yeah, and honestly, like, not to sound like racist or anything, but white women have been known for lying more about like
Yeah, that's not
certain
racist.
stuff about
It's a fact.
rape, like with like Emmett Till. I watched the whole little thing on
Yeah.
ABC where she lied about
Oh,
him
I
touching
couldn't listen
her
to it.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And like y'all believed her, like that she was like telling the truth, but then you
They
have like
believe
a
white
black
women's
woman,
tears.
right? Literally, black woman stuff happens to them for real, but nah, you don't believe that. You don't believe that. She's
I
lying. She's doing this for attention. Like that should really be
and I hate
pissing
it
me
so
off
much.
sometimes. Like, come
Me too.
on.
No, me too. Like I hate it so much because it's like, and I think it's because of like, obviously racism, but like there's colorism and like the darker you are, the more masculine you are seen, like you are perceived to be. So it's
Mhm.
like I feel like it goes along with like people masculinize, if that's a word, black women, and they make it seem like our pain is lesser, like we can endure it, like we're not worth caring for, like we're not delicate enough to care for, like we cannot be victims. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like people still very much so follow that rule of thought, like that the school of thought. I mean, and it's so disappointing. It's so disgusting. It's so disappointing. And it's like, just believe women. And it comes to the point where like you have celebrities who have their own fame and acclaim and everything, and you still have people saying that they are lying for attention.
Right.
Who wants that attention? Nobody wants that attention. That's why people who are sexually assaulted don't come forward all the time,
Right.
or like at the beginning, because they're probably worried about how people will perceive them. They're
Yep.
scared about not being believed. They're
Right.
scared that now they've laid out all their trauma, but like it's to no avail because nobody believes them. They're not
Yep.
going to get the justice that they deserve. Like it's so disgusting. It's
It
so
is.
disgusting. So
It's so
disgusting.
annoying,
I
disgusting, all of the above.
I hate it so much. God, I hate it so much. It's awful. It's awful. And that makes me think about the other day I saw someone, like, obviously there's situations, well, they're similar, but someone brought up Rihanna and Chris Brown the other day,
Hmm.
and how people will just cape for these celebrities. And like, I will admit, I'm a little guilty for still listening to his music from time to time, but I don't support Chris Brown, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, and I know it's hard to say that, like, I don't support him, but like I'll stream his music or something, but like I can't get past, like, I can't get with supporting Chris Brown. And I hate that there's people who used to like do the same stuff with Rihanna. Rihanna, she suffered social, like, um suicide, I think that's the right word I'm using. Like, she was the one who was getting a lot of backlash, and like, don't get me wrong, people hated Chris Brown as well, but like people were mad at Rihanna, even though she was the one who got her butt beat. Like, you know what
Right.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she got beat to a pulp. Her face was so swollen. But like, people will cape for Chris Brown and be like, well, she hit him first. Well, actually forgave him. Well, did you watch his documentary? The documentary that he made? Like, Chris Brown made that
He made a
documentary. Of course
documentary.
he's gonna there was like a documentary like a few years ago or something, where like he acknowledged it or something. And he acknowledged the situation, and I think he said that she forgave him or something, or maybe she said that she forgave him. I'm not entirely sure, but I know that he talked about it in whatever documentary he had. I never watched it. I've just seen like snippets, and it wasn't even really an explanation for real. He was just kind of talking around it when he spoke of it. But there are people who will like fight tooth and nail and say, well, she hit him first. I mean, if someone hits me first, like, that's what I'll do to them. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You're gonna beat them in an inch of their life? Rihanna was beat up. She was ruined.
Right.
And people were mad at her, as if it was like, as if she beat herself up or something.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, that's why part of me is not surprised that this is happening to Meg and her situation, but it's just so, it's equally as disgusting. I can't handle it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah. I don't like it either. I can't wait for
Yeah.
April 5th to see what, because I thought he was found not guilty.
I'm not sure. I think maybe that was for a different set of charges.
Okay.
Because sometimes you can like appeal a case and like assess like new charges or something, and see if that can hold up in court and stuff like that. So I think that's what it is, I'm assuming, because if there was already a case but he was found not guilty, then it was probably for different charges.
Okay.
Because the legal system can be pretty technical, to my understanding. I don't know everything, obviously, but I assume it can be pretty technical with things, just based off of the small stuff that I have studied, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
I hope Meg gets the justice that she deserves
I hope
because,
so too. It's not even like she needs money from this or anything.
right.
Like, she just
Just
wants
like,
justice. Put
yeah.
him in jail.
Yeah. And it's just so annoying.
Hmm.
So
I'm
annoying.
sorry. I feel like I hijacked this. I feel like I
No.
hijacked the Shady Talk. I'm sorry.
No, girl. No. Well, I mean, we can wrap up our shady talk so Dominique can get to Euphoria. So she's soaked in a
Oh
rub.
yeah. Well, girl, you
So
know what? I'm gonna shower and get ready for bed, and then watch Euphoria. pop some
Yeah,
popcorn, pour
don't
some
forget the
wine.
euphoria. Yes. So that completes
Yeah.
our episode, and we will see you guys next week.
Next week.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.